Today we're going to replace the impeller for the water pump in the lower unit. I've got a 1999 Yamaha 50, and it's not a big deal. It's actually pretty easy to do, a few tools, and not a problem. And to take the lower unit off, a cap on this top here, you got to pop this off, and there's a screw inside there. All right, and then you're going to have this anode here that protects from rust. You're going to take this off, and then there's a nut up underneath the backside here that has to come off. So, and then loosen these 4 nuts here. You need to disconnect this is a speedometer cable. Just pull it apart right here. So have that disconnected, because when it'll come out with the lower unit. Then what you need to do is loosen these bolts. Don't take them all the way out. Just loosen them, down a little bit. You can get a rubber hammer and kind of beat around here to kind of loosen it up. But there's also, on this Yamaha, there's a place where you can stick your screwdriver up underneath here, right up in here, that lets you pry these 2 halves apart. So there is this little spot right here that you can go in and kind of pry this apart. But the thing is don't take these screws out from here until you have it completely broken loose. Once you have all that in the 4 screws, this whole lower unit just slides right out nice and easy. And then we'll show you how to change the pump out. Okay, I have my lower unit mounted in a vise now. There's 4 12mm screws up here. Take those out. Alright. Then this pump housing, this impeller housing, just slides up all the way off. There's a O-ring gasket in there. Sometimes you can reuse that. Should come with a new kit. Alright, I'm showing the impeller a little bit up. I've been prying on it. It takes a little work. You got to kind of put a screwdriver under here, kind of get it under, maybe on top of this here, and pry it on up. It took a little bit of work, but then it just comes up. There's a little, what they call a Woodruff key, that holds it in place, and it's right there is where that tab comes in. I wasn't able to get mine out. I kind of cleaned it up, and I'm just going to reuse it. I'm not going to replace this plate. The impeller's in bad shape, so I'm just going to change the impeller out this time. Alright, and now I just put a new impeller on, and I cleaned this all up real good here. I like to get a little bit of the red marine grease and just kind of lube everything here, and just so that when I take it apart the next time, it'll do a lot better. So then there's an O-ring. I replaced this O-ring on the back side here. The housing inside here looks good, so I'm not going to replace that. The kit comes with a new thing here and a new plate, but they're both in good shape, so I'm just replacing the impeller and that O-ring. I put a little grease on all this also. Alright, so then I'm just going to bring it down, and I bring it over like that, and I push down and twist, because remember, I want those fins to just be turned this way. So I just slide it down, press it in, and then I'll put my 4 screws in, and we'll be good there. And then now we'll go over and reinstall it. Okay, now I'm going to put this back on. I've put the new impeller and everything back on. I've re-greased everything. Just kind of put a little thin film of grease here on all these pieces. Make sure you clean the surface of all this again, and it's just a matter of running it back up. It can be a little bit of a booger. Run the speedometer cable back up in there, through there. Just kind of got to wiggle it a little bit, and then it'll go right there. And get a bolt going. That's basically it. I mean, and now the final rod. Got a good screen.